So the Unicron trilogy, nothing singled out a power-up at that time than a repaint, but that was also kind of a carryover from RID. I can play devil's advocate here, but geez, they just repainted everything. Usually it would equate to like a palette swap and a prefix that was like Power Links or Unicron battles. Either way, that was Hasbro's marketing scheme, and surprisingly, it carried them all the way up until Cybertron. That's when they decided finally, rather than repainting everyone, they just straight up murder fan favorite characters and give them new bodies.
It is possible to get more than just repaints. All it takes is loads of murder and scarring children for life.
Case in point, today we're looking at Cybertron Defense Hotshot. Or more accurately, this is the Japanese release with Exigeyser. Yep, I just can't stop getting my hands on this Japanese Unicron trilogy. I'm not aware of any differences between the two, so bear with me. Anyway, this is an upgrade from Hotshot / Exilion after Megatron turns him into Swiss cheese. And no, that's not an exaggeration.
Goodbye.
But anyway, instead of him being a sleek sports car as he was initially, he's now an assault vehicle. Specifically, he's an M1117 with several gun attachments. He's also still red and blue. Would have been cool to see this color in like a digital camo, but I'll take it. The greeble and detail on this guy is great. All with the paneling and the armor attachments, it's wonderful. And it's nice to know on the black armor parts that the detail doesn't get lost. You can still see the riveting and the stud plating on them. Also, this guy's wheels and tires are large. These in the armor are surely to get through those rough terrains and environments, like say, Afghanistan. Maybe Bin Laden would have been killed faster if we had Hotshot on the job. Anyways, for features, he rolls pretty good. Also, you've got a rotating turret, which the guns also individually articulate, which you might also notice one of the barrels are missing on there. Yeah, this is kind of a common thing with this figure. They tend to disappear from time to time. And also, we have the Cyber Key gimmick. Okay, sorry, you get a Force Chip gimmick. It's a great one, too. You plug the chip key in, and you have the missile pods that flip out from the machine guns that were already threatening. And now you've got a death machine with all these missiles to come and ruin some terrorist's day. You can also flip out smaller guns from the front and more missile pods are exposed. This is probably enough firepower for Kim Jong-un to shit his pants. Also, I can't say no to some good weapon storage with that knife on the side. So yeah, that's the vehicle mode. I really like this guy. The only thing is I wish he was a Voyager, or I guess it would be an Ultra class at the time, because he's a lot smaller than Scattershot and Red Alert. And yes, I'm well aware of how yellow Red Alert is. I actually picked him up in hopes of making him white again. So yeah, that wraps up his vehicle mode, so let's transform him. The transformation is very simple and can actually be learned just by watching the show. It transforms exactly like the stock footage does. I always thought that was neat with Cybertron and Galaxy Force toys. You could know how to transform your favorite characters just by watching the show. In robot mode, Hotshot is looking very Roadbuster with his beefed up proportions, which is probably why they repainted this into Roadbuster. But anyway, this is a chunky looking figure. One thing I want to point out in comparison to the original is the head. Although it looks the same, it's still pretty different. Rather than the clear visor he had, he's got painted in goggles which suit this guy a lot better with his militaristic style. Also, in the places a human would have muscle structure, he seems to have some definition for some reason, as if he's been lifting or hitting the roids. Who knew getting a power-up from Robot God would make you look like Mark McGuire? Well, now's as good a time as ever to start diving into features. Of course, the Force Chip gimmick still works, and it just serves to make him even more deadly than he already was. Oh ho ho, we're only getting started in this mode. Wait, that's not enough for you? Let's go ahead and flip those panels down on his shoulders. And look at that, he's got more missile pods. Oh, wait. That's not enough for you? Let's go on down to the shins. We just flip those panels out, and now he's got missile pods on his shins, too. Remember that knife I mentioned earlier? Well, it can plug into his arm, and guess what? Diarrhea time for Kim Jong-un.
This'll be over before it begins!
With that much firepower, no wonder this thing got repainted into Roadbuster. And also, I'm flexing. I've got 2 knives. Don't ask how it happened, I just have connections.
Okay, now let's talk articulation for this guy. Can he pose? Well, kinda. He's got a rotation at the head, that is it. You can articulate these anywhere you want, backwards, forwards. You can fold this back piece back down in robot mode if you want to, and just go all the way down to his butt. If you want to do that, I don't know why you would. It kind of makes his shoulders look a little bare. So I just prefer to keep him up here. It's better that way. Get these out of the way, and his shoulders come up like that, and you can go all the way around. And he's got a very tight elbow. It's kind of a ratchet, actually, but it only goes to here because that blocks. This little tank here blocks it from going any further, which is okay. His legs are on ball joints. Or no, they're not on ball joints. They're on universal hinges. So you can go up, you can go back, you can go out that far. And he's got decent knees that go to 90 degrees. And then his feet can tilt in a little bit if you want to do that. But yeah, that's about it. He's not as articulated as his predecessor, but it's not too bad. It's good enough, especially with all he does. I mean, you don't need that much articulation from him.
Overall, I really like this guy. He's a cool figure. He's not exactly the most articulated, but he's still got a lot of cool things he does with the robot mode and the vehicle mode. It's tough looking and just so badass. The only thing I wish, though, is he was a little bit taller, you know, or maybe a Voyager or an Ultra class, because his teammates are taller than he is, which is wrong for how they scale in the show. Plus, the irony to that would be that he's taller than them before they get the upgrade. But if you can pick him up, American or Japanese, go grab him. He's a great figure.
As always, guys, I have been Treebot Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you all in the next one. Keep growing your collections.